Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Banished. Now, I had a lot of people wanting me to play this game, and I had a lot of people last week saying that they were very disappointed that there wasn't actually this game offered in my previous week's question. Last week I said, did you want me to play Big Farmer, Banished, Pharaoh, Silver, or Don't Starve? And Banished won overwhelmingly. Well over half the votes went to this game, so we're playing this game again. And because this one seems to be quite popular, along with Factorio, I've decided that I'm going to start playing this a bit more regularly. Now, for the moment, we're just ignoring Spin Tires. I will come to Spin Tires in a moment. I've got plans for that game as well. But for the moment, what the plan is for Thursday, for our random game that we've been doing, is for a little while, I'm going to alternate. 1 week I'm going to play this game, Banished, and the following week I'm going to play Factorio. I'm just going to alternate between the two. So we'll do Factorio with our massive, great big beltless factory with the swarm being controlled by the mighty hive mind, controlling everything that happens in our factory. And then the following week we will come here to Banished, to Frithgar Town, and we will continue on. Incidentally, I did say, could we have some better names than Frithgar Town, and Frithgarville was suggested, and yeah, several people said that Frithgar Town is good. We'll just stick with that. So that's what we're doing. This is Frithgar Town, or Frithgarville, if that's what you really want. But yes, so for the moment, that's what we're having. We've got Frithgar Town, and the mayor is Frithgar. That's me. Yeah, we'll alternate this one and Factorio for a few weeks, and we'll see how that goes. So there's no week question this week. As far as Spin Tires and other games like it, now Gold Rush the game is coming out later this week, and I'm hoping to do several episodes as soon as it's released, just to sort of introduce you to the game and what's going to happen. And as soon as it does come out, and we've done those few episodes, then we need to wait for another few weeks, and Spin Tires Mud Runners is coming out. And we will also do a few episodes, extra episodes that week, to sort of introduce Spin Tires Mud Runners. And then once that's done, I'm hoping to start doing an extra episode per week. So Mondays, where I just have one single solitary episode of Let's Play Farming Simulator. I will hopefully include another episode each week, so it'll be 2 o'clock on Mondays. It'll be Gold Rush 1 week and Spin Tires Mud Runners the following week, and we'll sort of alternate those two on Monday. Hopefully this will work. Now, so far I've been alright with my upload schedule. I haven't really encountered any major problems, so I'm sort of hoping that this will continue and it will work out alright. So we'll see. But comments in the section, put some comments in the comment section down below and let me know your thoughts on these couple of little changes that I've decided on. Do you think this is going to be a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you think this is the worst idea you've heard yet? Be honest. Don't hold back. Let me know what you think. I really do want to know. It's quite important to me that I do sort of find out what people are after and what you enjoy and don't enjoy, and what kind of alterations you want to see. Right, now let's get on with this game. We've been yakking on for far too long already. What we're going to need to do is we need to establish fairly quickly now a supply of tools. We've only got 5 left, and we need a supply of clothing. We've only got 6 coats left. If you don't have tools, farmers can't harvest fast enough, and hunters can't hunt well. So you take a hit, and your food starts dwindling, and then you can't do anything at all. So it's bad things happen. You need tools. If you don't have coats, people freeze to death in the winter. So those two are kind of essential. They're very, very important. We do need to make sure that we've got them. So with that in mind, we're going to go over here, and we're going to go to a blacksmith. And if we just rotate that one around once, that's up against the house. I'm going to bring it up 1, and then I'm going to go up 1 more so that I've got room to put a road in beside it. So let's get rid of that one. And then we go here, and then I'll take a road like that. And I'll drop this road down, sort of, it's going to go straight in pretty much to the, oh no, actually, you know, I don't want to do that. I did that wrong. So if we go here and remove road, I remove those roads there like that. Because they haven't been built yet, so it's not really, it's just removed the plan of the road. And I want to put it here. That's where I want it, like that. There, so that will come out down the side there. The reason I'm doing that is because we will want another house, and I'd like to put it there so that the road goes around it. I think that'll work out all right. We've got iron, and we've got a little bit of stone. Well, we will have stone when this quarry... I mean, the quarry is almost built now. We've got all the orders in, and the builders will go along. Let's increase the simulation speed now to 5 times. And as soon as the builders are coming now, and they will finish constructing the quarry, then the next thing they're going to do is they're going to build this blacksmith. So then he's going to continue building stuff for us. Now, we don't have very much in the way of stone or iron. We've got no iron over here, I don't think. Let's just check. Go to collect iron like that. We've got 1 piece of iron over there, so we want to get that. And we've got iron over here, this piece, but I think we gathered everything up to the south, so we're not going to have a huge amount more iron. Down here, oh, hang on, right, there's a load there, but that's quite a long way from the town. That really is a very long way to travel. It would be better if we could get that there, but we can't get that until we've built a bridge. We need to get a bridge across the river in order to be able to get it. Before we do any more, though, what I think I will do is if I go here to the market and I go to stockpile, I'm going to build a stockpile right here. Do a 9x6, I think would be about right. And we'll build a stockpile there so that stone from the quarry can be placed on a stockpile right there. They haven't got very far to go at all. And I want another... If we look here, well, go to tools and reports, and then you go to that one there, paths. Then you click on this. Right, they're living in that house, and those, they're having to travel all the way over to there and that house there. So really we want another house close by so that they can get some more stuff. Reserve of tools is low. Fortunately, we've got that in hand. We are currently building a new blacksmith. So we want some iron and we want some stone. We've got 53 stone there. So I've got the iron over here, sort of placed in order for it to be built. And there's actually another little bit of iron right there. So we'll grab that. Like that. They'll grab that and they're going to build a blacksmith. So I do actually need to make sure that I create a blacksmith. If I go there, increase the blacksmith count to 1. So he will come along and he'll be able to do that very shortly. It's not going to take very long. See, we've got one guy there that's already run out of tools. That's not good. This is a bad thing. We do not want people to run out of tools. Really bad things can happen if you allow your citizens to run out of tools. It can go seriously wrong. You can have some major issues with that. Right, at the moment, we don't want that one. We want that one there. We got 4 labourers. So we could use some of those labourers, actually, and we could increase the number of hunters and not woodcutters. Those are the foresters. The woodcutters are the guys that do the firewood. So if we go to 3 foresters and 3 hunters, that should increase food, hides, and everything else that's coming in. At the moment, we've got 32 leather, and we've got 5 hide coats. The tools have all been used up. Now, that's bad. We've got a farmer there. We've got 2 farmers that don't have tools, which means that we may not have this field harvested in time. That's actually quite a serious problem, that is. But, fortunately, the blacksmith is almost done. We got a guy that We've got a blacksmith already lined up. I don't actually know if it's a guy or not. We'll soon find out. You click on that one there. Citizen, educated, yes, that was one of the original ones. Gender, female. No, male, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong picture. So he, the blacksmith, is a he. He will go up here. Oh, he should be here now. He should be arriving any moment. There's your blacksmith. No citizens are available to work at this location. What do you mean no citizens are available? He's the blacksmith. Ah, that's why. He'd gone out because he'd already decided he was going out. They don't change order halfway through. He is visiting the herbalist. I don't actually have a herbalist. Something that I should build, I think, maybe. If we build a herbalist, they will then be able to sort of deal with any issues that any of our citizens might have. Just minor ailments, things like that. That's probably a good idea to deal with. So we've got a gatherer's hut there. We don't want that one. It's under here, I think. Hospital, no. Storage, no. Roads and bridges. Food. It's got to be resources. There we go. Herbalist. So that one will take 3 people. It's actually got quite a big range on it, the herbalist. If we could put the herbalist maybe here, I think. I mean, it's not going to cover all of the houses if we drop it there. At the same time, we might want to move it. I'm not really sure where we should put the herbalist. I mean, you've got a good range on the herbalist, but I think that the citizens, they do travel to wherever they need to go. So if they do need to go a little bit further, they will go there. So we're going to build a herbalist, just like that. And let's get rid of that one. I need a tailor because we're going to be running out of clothing fairly soon. So I'm going to put the tailor there. Now, I could put it like right up against that house. I'm actually going to move it up one more space. No, I can't. There's a red line up against the edge there on the top, so I can't actually do that. I can put it there, like that. Now, what have we got? Reserve of stone is low. Reserve of logs is low. So everything is now low. We're sort of short on just about everything that we've got. The herbalist has already been built, so we do need to make sure that we assign 2 citizens to doing herbalism. And any time a citizen now gets ill, they can go and see the herbalist, unless it's like a serious disease. If it's a serious disease that could actually sweep through and kill the population, you need to have a hospital in place for that. I'm deliberately not building a hospital yet because I don't want to sort of invest the time and resources to build the hospital, because it's such a small town at the moment. I don't think it's going to be important. Famous last words, though. I think that could really be famous last words. That could. Right. Now we want to get a bridge. We want to be able to get over onto this part over here. So I'm thinking that we'll build a bridge. I've got a stone bridge here. That's actually an add-on from Steam, from the Steam workshops, where you get all those different mods and that. The stone bridge is a mod that I've added in, and I quite like it, but I'm not going to use a stone bridge at the moment. We're going to go for a standard wooden bridge. We're going to come out the side of here so that the bridge has got close nearby access to our first storage house. And I go to there, and the storage, and to the barn and the storage yards. We go like that, and then if I go to roads, straight off the end down to there, and then I go that road. I'm going to bring that one down there as well and connect around the two. So we take a look at this. It needs 16 stone and 64 logs to build that bridge. It's a big bridge. It's going to take quite a bit to build it. However, I'm sure we will cope. So here is this one, the herbalist. 1 of 2. We're not going to go for 2. We're just going to go for the 1 at the moment. So they'll be able to make some herbs. What they do is they make herbs kind of... it's kind of like a pharmacist, really. You've got a load of ailments that they can treat. They give you medicines, and you take their medicines home. You store them in your own home. So their herbs and that, they will actually end up here in this storage, and then the citizens will come along and pick them up, and they'll take them back to their houses. And I think also it does kind of work along the lines of the more serious ailments. They could go and visit the herbalist and talk to them, but you don't generally have to worry about that. So we've got the herbalist, so we do have some primitive medical care. We don't have a hospital yet, so we haven't got that. We haven't got that kind of backup yet. Right, what are you waiting for? You need iron. Iron tools require log and iron, and then steel tools, log, iron, and coal. Steel tools are a lot better. They last a lot longer. However, they do need coal, and to get coal, you've got to go and mine for it, and that takes people, and we don't have a lot of spare people. So no, we're not going to get any just yet. And we do need to now seriously consider what we do next. We're building a bridge across here, and I think we will build another bridge up here, because if you look at the forester, he's got this area here, and if he's constantly going up here to the bridge to get across to deal with that bit there, it's going to be taking them a lot of time. So it's time that could be spent elsewhere. It's time that could be spent more valuably. So I figure that if we put a bridge over here somewhere, it'd be easier. It's like a double access, so people from like both angles can get to it fairly easily without any complications. So I would say a bridge from there straight across there, and then we go for a road there, and I'll just do it like that. I think we'll do it like that, just there. That'll be perfect. I'm trying to decide how we should sort of progress. So I'd like to build a marketplace. Now if you look here, you've got the marketplace there, and this is quite a big thing. But what the marketplace does is that the people with the market, they go to the stores and they get everything there into the market, and then the people from the houses, they haven't got very far to go at all. They just go to the market. They get everything all in one place. It's really good. It's a really useful thing to have, and it keeps everything more efficient and keeps everything running. But we've got this little problem, haven't we? Let's just check there. Right, reserve of firewood logs. If I just bring the market, you'll see it from the market. See the red light, the red dots there, the red squares? There's a line of red all the way along there. We can't actually build a road across there, can we? We found that out last 2 weeks ago, it was. We found that out last time, that we can't build a road across there. There's no way that we can sort of level that bit out unless we build a stone quarry there and then get rid of it. And I don't really want to do that. It's a very expensive way of doing it. So, if we put this here, in order to follow the road, they'll have to go all the way up round there, and they'll have to go all the way round here. We may even have to build a tunnel through there, or they'll have to come all the way down here and back up again. That is like really, really frustrating that it's that little bit. So I'm kind of thinking that if we were to build a market there, it would be a lot closer. It would be within range of all the houses. We could build more houses and have a bigger hub right here. Then this sort of outlying arm, the forester hub that I like to build, we would then extend that one, we'd move that one, and we put it down here somewhere. We get rid of those two buildings, and we put one down here, and we'll also put a gatherer there with them, because if you look here, we've got loads of stuff for a gatherer. You've got mushrooms, and there's berries and stuff like that. The gatherer will go and get all of that, and it turns it into food that you can then use, and you can consume. What have we got now? We still don't have any medicine in there. Has anybody got medicine in their houses? I don't know if they actually get medicine in their houses or not. It doesn't look like it. Maybe not. I'm not quite sure. So, yes, if we were to put the market there, that could work well, but then we would need to move the fields. So where do we put the fields? The obvious answer would be to put the fields here and put a storage yard here as well. Not a storage yard, a storage barn. Put one of those here with the fields. And then the people to get to the fields, they would have to go along the roads. But that's where the issue lies, is they would have to go all the way round because of this bit. And that's the bit that is going to be difficult. That's the bit that's going to take the time. And it's also the bit that's really, really frustrating. I mean, we could just get rid of this stone cutter right now. We could eliminate that one. And I could build a new stone cutter here. You know what? I actually think that it would be more beneficial to us to just build a stone cutter. If we can. If it will allow us to do it. I think it would be more useful to us. More beneficial if we could just build a quarry right the way across that piece there. If we built a quarry right there, like that. As far up that way as we can. Build it and then demolish it as soon as we've built it. It's going to cost us 40 stone and 80 timber to do that. But I genuinely think that would be the best solution, because that would level that ground out and then we can use it. We can build a road across it, and it's useful ground. I don't know if we can build fields on it afterwards, but it doesn't really matter because we've got the road through and then we can use all of this fields and we don't have to go up round. So I think that's kind of the way forward. I think that would be the solution here. Reserve of food is low. That's not good. Well, we're early summer. We've still got some food in storage, and the fields are almost ready to harvest, so we're good for the moment. Stone, we're running very low on stone. We do need to get the people to get some stone. We'll get the citizens on the case, and I'm going to put them harvesting all of this stone over here. We've got the quarry is providing us with some backup stone, but I think that we could really do with gathering a load, so I'm actually going to get a load of stone, a mass of it, like that, there. They will bring that. Anybody spare will bring that stone and they'll bring it in, put it into that yard and to that yard. So then we've got our tailor to be able to finish being built. And we've got 2 bridges as well that need to be built. We've got 21, 23 or 48 logs there. All the logs are there in that one, and 1 stone. So we've got 3 structures that we're kind of waiting to be built. We're running low on, we've already had a warning to say that we're running low on food. I'd like to build, temporarily at least, I want to build a gatherer, because gatherers are just really, really good in general. You get a lot of resources from these guys. They just produce. They're really useful. So if we can drop one of those in there, then we're also going to want a house. We're going to need somewhere for them to live. So if we put the house here, it means that they're going to live close by. They're not going to live all the way over here. Now, the next problem we got is the storage yard is all the way over there, the barn. And because the storage barn is all the way over there, these people here, they have to spend a lot of their time walking backwards and forwards. It's time consuming. They don't want to be doing that. So, in order to sort of accommodate that, if we get a storage barn and we build one of these a little bit closer to home, we can build one... Actually, that's just right. That piece of road there on either side is just perfect for this. So we drop that one there, like that. So... when we remove these two fields, as soon as the harvest is finished, we might actually seriously... No, we're not going to do that yet. We want to do the stonecutter thing first. So, we may have to wait another year before we do that, because we're not going to delete those fields while they've got crops growing in, and that would end up being disastrous for us. We would end up losing stuff. We would lose all sorts of stuff. That one's now complete. It's got all the stone it needs. And there's 4 stone there and 0 stone there. Stone here, we got loads of stone on its way back. We got plenty of people working now, because anybody that was working on a farm, soon as that is finished, they head over and they do labouring jobs through the winter. So we've got plenty there, which means that all of the jobs, anything that requires stone that we've now put an order in for, they will start bringing it over. The tailor, I want to make a tailor. So if I go to assign jobs to citizens and then scroll down and look down through. Tailor there, I want to make 1 tailor so that I've got him. And we also want the gatherer. We've got a gatherer's hut being built further down, so we want to go to here and we want to do 2 gatherers. That's actually all of our labourers assigned now, so there's kind of not a good thing. However, with that being said, we've got the tailor is about to go up there and get a job. But we've built a new house here. We've got 1 new house assigned there, so that will encourage new children. As soon as you build more houses, you do tend to get more people turning up. So we want to go to homes, and we're going to build another house here. I think we are stagnating a little bit as far as houses are concerned. Let's put that one... No, actually, I'm going to put it there. Put that one there like that. So, if you look, there's only 3 people in that house. But there's a lot of people in that house. There's a lot of people there, and a lot of people, and a lot of people. And look, these are adults here. So as soon as new houses are built, they will move, and then they will start having their own children. And so your population keeps on expanding. So you've got to make sure that you provide houses for new citizens to move into. And so that's kind of something that we need. We've reached a point where we filled up all of the houses that we've got, and we need to make room for more citizens. What have we got here? This one's still waiting on iron. Iron no longer needs to be a problem because we got loads of iron right here, and our bridges are now being built. So I can go like that, and I can have them gather all of this iron here, and that will then be brought over, be put into the storage yard, and the blacksmith can start using it. But I mean, we've still got some iron tools, so we're not really too worried about that. Venison, peppers, cabbages. We've got loads of food at the moment. Although it's late autumn, we've got to get through the whole winter. The gatherer will make a difference. Once the gatherer is done, they start gathering all this extra stuff, so you get all of the mushrooms and berries and roots and things like that. Loads of extra stuff will start turning up, so they can take care of that. That's not going to be an issue. And right, I think we're kind of on top of everything at the moment. We've achieved a good balance. As soon as these houses are built, everything is going to sort of be very well balanced. We're not going to have any problems, I don't think. Logs is kind of a problem. We don't have much in the way of logs, and also stone is a bit of an issue. We've cleared most of the stone out of here. They're getting through it, but we have actually cleared most of that stone. So stone is a little bit further away. We can make the most of... So if I go onto here and I click stone, I can gather all of the stone that's over here as well. I think that's as much as I'll go. I don't want to sort of set too much. I don't want to overwhelm them too far. So there's stone there that they'll start bringing back, which will go into these construction projects. As soon as we've got the houses, that's pretty much it. The storage barn's got enough stone. That one's got it. The gatherer's hut's got enough stone. They're waiting on logs, actually. That one's got enough stone. Okay, I didn't actually realise that. They're waiting on logs, not stones. That's what they want. They need logs. And our forester at the moment, we've got 3 of 4 foresters working. They don't have a lot of trees there available, so as we're going, we were thinking of building this stone cutter. So what we'll do is we will go straight to the stone cutter now, which is under here. There we go, the quarry. And I'm going to put that one up there. I want to go as far as I can up that way. I don't want to be in the field. I'm going to build that one right there. I'm not going to build a road going to it or anything like that. So they will come over and they will clear those trees out of the way. I'm also going to go to the order to remove trees, cut down trees, and I'm going to remove those few trees there like that. So some extra timber. All of that timber will now be removed by the builders and the gatherers and the labourers and stuff. That timber will in turn be taken to all of the different building projects that we've got going on, and it will be used. So we've got a road connecting this one. I want just to build another road there to connect that one, and that's going to keep the traffic moving. It does actually make a significant difference to build roads. If you've got a road, they go a bit faster on the road. Does it have a tooltip? Just says faster travel, and much faster travel for the stone road. Stone roads, it is actually worth it. What I try to do is for main tracks through different areas. If I zoom out a bit, if I was to build like an area here, and then we build an area up here, this would be like a major hub over here. In order to sort of facilitate fast travel between the different areas, I tend to put in some stone roads, but not all stone roads. As you can see, we've got a big map. And as you expand, you tend to build like bigger and bigger hubs as you go through, and you can cover the entire map and just keep sort of expanding. It's so much fun. It's sort of so much potential for different things that you can do with the game as well. There's all these different things that you can do. It is a lot of fun to be able to work your way through and build up all these different items. So we got logs coming through now from all the orders that we put through to cut stuff down. We've got a few there. Plus we've got this building site here. Now I'm not sure if the building site is going to work until I connect it to a road. We will keep an eye on that. I might actually have to physically connect it to a road. The woodcutter here is dropping down various piles of timber, so we've got more timber coming in. The gatherer's hut is still not built, and neither is the house. It's slow. It seems to have bottlenecked at the moment on timber, and it does do this. You will find bottlenecks appearing here and there, and ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. They've run out. They don't have a tool. They've run out of tools, and they've got iron, but they've got no timber. So timber is currently an issue. That's currently a major problem. Now these guys, they are still bringing in some stone, but most of that stone is now being removed. So timber should start flowing back in fairly soon. Are they going to do anything else? Right, they're now starting to remove. They're now starting to come in and remove some stuff. So we should hopefully see the blacksmith working again. He's currently working. He doesn't have a symbol up, which means that he is providing some tools. How many? I don't... Right, you see, he's got the symbols come up again. That person there has just brought some tools in. And I don't even see them bring the tools in. Someone already taken the tools out and used... they've already sort of come in, taken them and walked out again. So we still need timber. That's our major sort of bottleneck at the moment. The hide coats, we've got 50 hide coats. So they've reached their limit there. You can see that. Production limit for this resource has been reached. That's good. That's just fine. That's what we want. Now, what can we do about timber? We've got the gatherer's hut is doing fine. That's being built now. And then we've got 14 of 24 logs there and 0 of 24 there. I think I'm going to actually have to give in and build a road for this one all the way up round. Even though I really don't want to because of the amount of time that it's going to take for that road to go all the way round. I think that is going to be the best thing because we've got 7 people without tools at the moment. And 7 people not having tools is quite a serious issue. Oh, I forgot about that one. We've got another 48 logs to go in there. Oh, this is bad. I mean, this is building, and it is removing. So we do have to remember that another 80 logs are going to go. And 80? Good gravy. Right. Serious. We're going to have to take some more drastic measures. We're going to go for trees. And we're going to strip all those trees out there like that. I'm not taking those because the forester will deal with them. But we can strip out all of those other trees. So any labourers that are spare are going to come up here. We're down to 6 people with tools. Without tools. Reserve of logs and tools is low. Yeah, we know that. Oh, don't we know that. And if you look there, that basket is actually... Can I click on that person? You can never catch them if you've got simulation speed at normal speed. But if you do that and you zoom in, you can then click on them. You go to inventory, 3 herbs and some iron and some logs. They're carrying everything all at once at the moment. Very industrious. Let's go back to 5 times. I do find that 5 times is actually fairly good. It's quite easy to sort of stay on top of disasters and stuff. And you can kind of monitor progress as well. So iron is being brought in. We don't need the road. Stuff is being brought into the site. We've got plenty of iron. You can see the iron and stone being stacked up there. We've got loads of it. It's the logs that are the issue. Logs are the major problem here. Gatherers. We've now got 2 gatherers. And in our house here, that one's being built. That will soon be completed. We'll have a new house for people to move into. It's not actually going to take them very long to move in there. It's going to be very, very quick. As soon as the house is complete, which... Oh, we're down to just 4 people without tools. Down to 3, 2, 1. That's excellent. And you look here, the gatherer's already busy. We've got onions there. We've got mushrooms. And we've got roots. That's all from the gatherers. 1 person now without tools. Just 1. And the house is nearly done. Now that we've only got 1 person without tools, it means that we're not sort of taking that major clout to everything that's going on. And they've already got 2 people moved in. We've got Orstis and we've got Dora. Woodcutter and a builder. And the builders do tend to change houses quite frequently. But hopefully the people living here, they do eventually, they move to the houses nearest to them. And the game is very good at like constantly adapting and moving people where they need to be. The reserve of logs is low. That one is now being built. Excellent. And that house there has now got everything as well. So as soon as that storage yard is complete, that will be finished. Then the builders will go up here and they'll build this house. And we'll have another house. We can have more people turning up. And then the next thing, we're sacrificing 40 iron. Iron it's not something that you want to just throw away lightly. And I've had to take this decision. Yeah, I haven't just done this on a whim. We really do need this kind of leveled out here. This bit here is extremely frustrating. There's one aspect of Banished that I don't particularly like, is there's parts that you can't level out. It would be so much better if there was like a vanilla way of doing it, but because we've got the mod, the add-on that puts the quarry, allowing you to put it into a mountain rather than just digging a great big hole in a nice level area of otherwise productive farmland, we can get around it. But it's only through mods that we're able to do this, which is it's a little bit annoying to me. I always find it frustrating when things like that happen. I really don't like the fact that we are having to change the base game in order to make things work well. And you know, considering everything you can do with the game, that's kind of something that you'd think would go hand in hand with the base game. It's kind of something that would be like acceptable, but you know, obviously for whatever reasons they decided not to do it. But we can't do a lot about that. Once this is done, actually, now that winter is coming, once that has been harvested, we can get rid of those 2 fields, and we can build new fields here, and we can put roads through. We should be able to make that transition this year, which will be a lot easier. I'm not going to put fields here to start with. I'm actually going to keep that area. One, I'm going to try to use it for animals a bit later on, but I'm also going to be putting some trading yards up there as well. So we will be using those an awful lot a bit later. And so I kind of want to prioritize that first. New house here. We got another 2 people have moved into that house. So we got all our houses are filling up, which does mean we need to think seriously about now. There's a couple things that we want to think about. We do want to build a hospital at some point. I'm not going to do that yet. The schoolhouse is definitely something that I want to build. We'll just rotate that one around and we'll put the schoolhouse right in there behind the blacksmith, and they can watch the blacksmith make sparks while they're doing their lessons. I'm going to build a well, just in case a fire breaks out. There's a well close by. They can use that to put the fire out. Reserve logs, reserve of firewood, yes. Town hall. Town hall is something, and a chapel and a cemetery and a hospital. Those are things that we will be building soon, just not yet. I do want to build those. They are on my to-do list. That's my timer to say that we just about run out of time. This quarry, actually it's 73%, so we can build this. We're still in autumn. If this all finish before... Oh, look. It's almost done. Once the quarry is done, I'm actually going to delete it straight away. I'm going to just demolish the whole thing, and hopefully it will leave us with a nice level area like that, which we can then do something with. We can build roads across it, and we can make use of the land. We won't be able to turn it into farmland. You know, you don't really need to turn it into farmland. We just want a road to be able to go through. That's all we want. And then we can put a marketplace here. Actually, the marketplace will sort of go about there. And we can build some more houses there. And we can build houses here. We can build storage barn over here. And we can build some more fields. I'm not sure what size fields we're going to go for. Now, these here, this field here, it does seem to be a good size. I don't actually remember what size field I went for in the end. There's always a lot of debate about the best size field. There really is. Right, that was a 10 by 15. I did a 10 by 15 there. So we'll probably do a 10 by 15 again. And there we go. It's finished. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and all that 40 iron that we used to build that. Remove structure. There. And I've now slated this in for destruction. The builders are going to come along and they are going to demolish this. 0% storage remaining. They'll eventually, they will destroy this. They'll take it down and we will get a few resources back. We're not going to get the amount of resources that we put into it. Not by a long, long way, unfortunately. However, we will get some back. And I'm really, really hoping that this has worked. This is a big gamble. There's a lot of resources to put into this gamble. But if it's worked, it's going to pay absolutely wonderfully. We're going to be able to move those fields. We're going to put them over here. And we're going to put a marketplace in here. And a marketplace is really going to help us up our game a bit. So we've got 35, 7 of 16 iron. Oh, we've run out of iron. That's not good. As soon as this is demolished here, we should get a bit... We've got a bit of iron back from here. And we've got a nice level area. Level playing field. So we've run out of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drop that back down to 2 times simulation speed just to make it a little bit easier so that we don't run on too far. The iron there, that'll be taken care of by some of this. People are picking everything up. We're going to get rid of these 2 fields as well. And in the next episode that we do here, which is in 2 weeks' time, we'll build some fields out here. I'll probably go for the 10 by 15 configuration again instead of 15 by 15. I think 10 by 15 is better. You get a wider variety of crops, and a wider variety is better. At the moment, we've only got 2 crops, but we'll be getting to that. So we want to expand out here. We're going to build a few fields and some more storage barns. Then we're going to... That area there is basically going to be gotten rid of, and it's going to be moved south. We're going to move it down there. The first thing we do is we actually would get rid of the hunter's cabin, and we run a road down here, and we build a new hunter's cabin down here, and then we build a storage yard here so it's close enough to the hunter's cabin that they can come and get it. They can get to it easily. And then the forester's hut and the gatherer's hut, they'll just be on... Well, the gatherer's hut, it just works, so they can kind of stay there for a little while. But the foresters, we'll just have them... We won't enable planting. We'll disable planting. And they'll just do cut. And we'll leave that one running until it's removed all of the trees from that area. But at the same time, we'll also start building a new one down here. So this will be the new area. Then we will also have people removing some of this stone and iron to make more room. And more room for trees, which will encourage more deer down there as well. So there's going to be still stuff for the hunter. We'll put a marketplace up here, and we're going to put more houses in. And traders are going to be put up here so that we can hopefully get some cows and some sheep and some chickens and some orchards and stuff like that going. That's all to come. There's loads of stuff that we've still got to build. We've got to, as well as the town halls and the hospitals and things like that. Yeah, we've just got masses and masses of work to do. If you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And next week we'll be playing Factorio. Like I said before, for the next few weeks we're going to sort of trial me playing Factorio one week and Banished next week, as those two seem to be the most popular games that I've been playing other than Spin Tires. Spin Tires and Gold Rush, I'm going to hopefully do an extra episode per week to play those two games on a Monday once both games have been released, but that will be in a few weeks' time. They're not quite out yet. So for now, on Thursday, it will alternate between this game, Banished, and Factorio. So very opposite ends. They're both sort of builder planner type games, but they're very, very different styles. One is very science fiction futuristic, and obviously this is quite medieval and old-fashioned. So yeah, I hope you like it. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.